The original Space Mountain was built in Walt Disney World, Florida, in 1975. So technically, the Space Mountain in Disneyland would be the second Space Mountain. Space Mountain is the second roller coaster to exist in the Disneyland universe. Just kidding. Space Mountain is the second roller coaster to be put in Disneyland Anaheim. The first being the Matterhorn bobsleds in Fantasyland. Space Mountain was put in Tomorrowland on May 27th, 1977. The Space Mountain is one of my favorite roller coasters. It is technically a dark ride roller coaster with projections of stars. Later on, it acquired a soundtrack, which is amazing. I wanted to make an apartment based off of this ride, and here we go. We're gonna start with the Hackham House in San Myshuno. Oh, I just got a new pack. I think it was the... Okay, I'm putting a wall up. I'm separating... I want the main room to be open, floor plan. Okay, I'm separating like a bathroom at the entrance. I want that to be the dining room, kitchen, and living. I'm trying to figure out the bedroom situation. I hate how you can't move windows in San Myshuno. It's so stupid. I come up with some type of hallway situation so that all the bedrooms are separated. I'm trying not to put walls on the windows that I can't move. Before anything, I like to put in those floodlights to brighten all the spaces so that I can see what I'm working with. But this looks like my shell. I'm pulling in all my bathroom pieces, essentials, toilet, sink. This is really fast. Got my kitchen, putting in my kitchen essentials, my counters, trying to figure out the orientation of everything. I really wanted blue. When I think of Space Mountain, I think of blue and white. I've got my island going. I really want to make this apartment like a family friendly, big family apartment. Oh, I had to put in the futuristic trash can. Gives you money when you throw things away, which is really cool. Trying to figure out the right tones of chrome in here. And then I wanted to switch up the cabinets, make them different than the counters, but like the same color scheme. You don't have to include all this because it's like too much. I'm pulling in these bar stools, very 60s vibes. I've got some art that I pulled. I'm trying to pick the right door because that door is going to carry the entire build. I'm taking a look into my rooms, trying to decide where would be a good spot for another bathroom. Also deciding where each art piece should go. I tried to pick a lot of art pieces with space themes. I really like these couches, very 60s. This one, the light is what made it for me. Carrying in the 60s mid-century themes in all the bedrooms, trying to decide which beds are best. I definitely want a parents' room and 2 kids. Got a dining room going. I liked these chairs because they matched the bathroom door. The modular shelves. This is where I decide I hate them there, and I'm gonna move them. I think if I fill them with stuff for the family, it would look really cool. I really like these lights along the bottom. I feel like it brightens it up a lot. And also looks like super futuristic. It still felt too dark. Had to put lights on the bottom, lights on the top, light fixtures just for the aesthetic. I really like that one, especially for the dining room. Now the kitchen looks dark, so I tried to clip these lights behind. And then I decided I hated the orientation of the cabinets because I think I wanted it to be super symmetrical. Now I'm putting in all the blue wallpaper I can. Trying to go with the mod theme. Very 60s, very Stanley Kubrick 2001 Space Odyssey. That's like basically the vibe of the whole house. Making a little laundry room. Moving around art that I think would look better in different rooms depending on the wallpaper. It's so vulgar. I don't even know what I'm doing there. I think I'm just clipping it because it looks cool. These white panels. Now I'm trying to clutter the kitchen. Dude, I can't build straight for shit. It's just everywhere. This is a water fixture that I thought would look really cool, but it didn't look cool anywhere. It's hard for me to just stick to one room. I like to look at everything in the gallery or the item options that I have and then go from there. Place them around in any room I think will fit, which is why it looks so chaotic. I had to put a moon light somewhere, so starting to clutter these shelves. I have to put plants in my builds. I feel like it looks so dead without them. Here I'm using the tool mod to put it exactly where I want it. This plant is from the Batu pack. I'm obsessed with the Batu pack, except I hate that you can't build in Batu. I think that sucks. I'm just adding space clutter everywhere in the house. Little bits and pieces from Star Wars I thought would be cool because we have the hyperspace mountain overlay. Trying to get a pillow to line up perfectly on the bed. You don't have to include the pillow scene. It's kind of random. Trying to fit in any piece of Batu that I can in this moment. So much is happening. This room was really driving me crazy. I was trying to make one teen room, which I assumed would be like, I don't know, an older sister, and then the kind of tween room for like a really nerdy space kid. Trying to decide what to do with all these spaces. I know I need desks somewhere especially for teens to study. I was trying to figure out what I could do to make it look like someone collected a lot of stuff, but make it look not so junky. I have this little satellite going. That looks cool, the little chunk. Isn't that cool? Just putting anything related to space in here. I really don't have things to talk about, do I? And now I'm putting a chair, and now I'm putting a bed. I just carefully placed this floor tile so that I got the pattern I wanted, exactly the position I wanted. Here I'm just placing rugs, trying to figure out what looks good where. Making a real modern looking bathroom for the master. Yo, it's on my old video. I just love the Batu planter. I don't care what anyone says. And you can keep that in. I really like that rug. It reminds me of Tron. Here I'm trying to figure out what kind of hobbies or activities the Sims would be doing in this type of house. I put one of the futuristic gaming setups. Trying to figure out how to fit a treadmill in there. And then I realized this wall is empty and ugly. And I rearranged some stuff. I really like the circles on circles. Sized up a TV. I'm just filling it with eclectic things. Stargazing was probably the best hobby activity I could put in there. I'm putting computers everywhere. Got my space rugs. Yeah, this room took many a turn. Moving things around because I don't like how they look. It's kind of a lot in here. There's a lot of patterns going on, different colors, but yet somehow it fits in the same universe. This is essentially the stargazing room where you do nothing but look out the telescope. Adding, oh, of course, the kitchen sink, very essential for Sims to cook. I'm adding little accents here and there. Oh, at this point I've hacked into... God, what is it called? Okay, at this point I have enabled debug. I did bb.live edit objects going so that I have the art that Sims can take on the telescope or from cameras. Got lots of really cool space images from those that I forgot about until I enabled them. That doesn't make sense, it's not a sentence. That TV pushes out so much, I just noticed that. We've got lots of comets, space objects. Space objects? I sound stupid. Dude, I don't know how to be a human. It's like I know who I am and then I get like on a mic and I'm like, who is that? That's not me. I know nothing. I have the Bluey theme in my head. I just want you to listen back and hate this so much. Okay, what am I doing now? Oh, moving around art. Oh, I love that clock. Oh yeah, I'm adding all the mod looking clocks. I'm trying to decide if I like this entryway. Remembered I didn't put a floor in here. The parents' room is also gonna take a couple turns. And put some astrology books in here, astronomy books. I can't build to save my life because I flip-flop. I don't stick in one room and it drives me crazy trying to narrate it. Just adding a little entryway table in here. This is gonna be so bad. Adding a little seat in here so that if, you know, the sim gets tired of standing. My kitchen's looking plain. Trying to decide if there's anything else I want to change about it. Making sure everything is clipped exactly how I want it. Got the parents' room. I think the son's room is my favorite. I think I would sleep in there. It's got lots of cool stuff he's collected. He's got the solar system light. Got their bathroom suite. Their little hobby area. Alright, and that's my build. I hope you enjoyed. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe. Here's a photo of me on Space Mountain. This is an existential.